New Year BC. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Hope everybody had a nice, safe New Year's Eve last night. And I pretty much stayed home, and it sounded like a war zone around here. I mean, there was just firecrackers and cherry bombs and skyrockets, and you name it, it was going off. Crazy. Now, fireworks are legal in the Phoenix area as long as they're like ground fireworks and they're done on private property. Under certain conditions, they're legal. But anything that blows up or flies through the air, that's still illegal. So, yeah, there was a lot of that going on last night. Okay. Cheers. 2019. Okay, got a couple of things on the lineup for today. I decided to do a top 10 finds of 2018. Now, there's a thread that's been going around, and I've seen some of them. I was a little hesitant about this idea at first because it just come off to me as people bragging. And I watched some, and I don't think you guys are bragging, so I decided, hey, if Vinyl Richie can do one, Ron can do one. So that's what I'm going to do today, and it's not necessarily going to be my best finds or my favorite finds. It's going to be finds that I got a really good bargain on. So stuff that fell through the cracks, and I got them kind of in order of the least deal to the best deal. So I'll be doing that, and before we get to that though, I want to talk about an album that came out a month ago in Sweden, and it's a reunion album by the band Baby Grandmothers, and this is their only real album. I mean, the band has been in existence for over 50 years. And they only put out 145 back in the 60s. They put it out in Finland, I think it was. And that's a grail. So they did do some previously unreleased material in 2007. But this is the band's first real release, you know, as far as a 12-inch record goes. So it is just excellent from start to finish. It's kind of into that heavy prog rock sound, like krautrock. So very, very cool. And this is the hype sticker. I'll try and get it there for you. So a limited edition on this with these silver cover, 1,000 copies, 700 black vinyl, 300 purple vinyl. I got the black. And it comes with an insert. Primarily all instrumental, a little bit of vocal, but very little. And that come out on Subliminal Sounds label. And this is the 2007 release. You've probably seen this around. And I bought this when it first came out. So this is an original first pressing. In fact, I've still got the price sticker on it from January of 2008. So this is on the same label, and it's a black label. I don't know if they've changed the pressing in any way. They probably have since then. I think it's still around, but it's on black labels, and it's got these inserts. And this is actually the original three-piece lineup. You can see the drawing of the band there. And the picture on the back is actually a recreation of that drawing, and the band members are in the same positions. Okay, enough of that. And so let's get going on these 2018 finds. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about them. I'm just going to kind of show them. Coming in at number 10 is King Crimson, Wake of the Poseidon, 1970, their second album. And I got an original early pressing out of the UK on the Pink Island label. This album wasn't cheap, but I got it a bit below what it was worth, so that makes number 10. Coming in at number 9 is my autographed copy of Death. Now, these were 3 brothers, and one of the brothers passed away years ago, and they have a new member taking his place, and that's his signature right there. I can't remember his name, but anyway, he wrote for Davey. Davey Hackney was the band member that died, and so he was signing for Davey, so that's pretty cool. That's not to anybody, it's just he's referencing that he's signing for the deceased band member, so that's very cool. Okay, that was number 9. Here's number 8, and it's my Monkees private pressing that Chip Douglas put out, Steam Engine. Okay, number 7, I think it is, and it's the Kings, Italian beat group, their only album, 1966, and this was a fan club record that was released, not ever commercially available. So that comes in at number 7, I believe. Excuse me if I screw up on my countdown here. Okay, let's go for number 6 on this one, and it's Neil Young, Rust Never Sleeps bootleg, double album, excellent condition. This is an original 70s bootleg, and I got a smoking deal on this. It's a double album. Now, I think the store might have thought that this cover was the wrong cover for the records. That's why they priced it so low, because I've seen other bootlegs in that store and they had $30–40 on them. So obviously either somebody priced it who didn't know what they were doing, or they thought that it was the wrong cover for the record. Because if you look at the cover, it says Repressed Records, but it's Slip Disc Records on the labels, and that's totally correct. I mean, it's I think this came out on some different labels, but that's, you know, that's not a mix-up. Okay, which one was that? Number... No, I knew it. I was going to lose track. Let's go for... screw the countdown. I'm just going to show them. Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones Limited autographed Monkees album. Probably signed in the 80s. This is a late 80s reissue of the album on Rhino. And then we got East West, the Butterfield Blues Band. Great condition copy here. Introducing the Beatles stereo version 2 Without Love Me Do. And I don't know if I mentioned it when I first showed this album. I don't think I did. This is a Los Angeles Monarch pressing. Okay, the next one is my first really good find of 2018 that fell through the cracks. And it's the French copy of The Damned. Love Song, Noise, 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 and Suicide. Near mint condition with the sleeve. And got a great deal on this one. Unique picture sleeve to France. Okay, my top find of 2018, in reference to what I paid for it and to what it was worth, would be the Psalms 45. And they were a local band here in Phoenix, and it's pre-Gin Blossoms, featuring Doug Hopkins, who was the mastermind behind the Gin Blossoms. He was their songwriter. You know, he's kind of their Brian Wilson. So he was in this band along with one of the other members. I can't think of his name, I'm sorry. But anyway, it's autographed by their lead singer at the time too. So yeah, I got a killer find on that. Okay, that is the top 10 finds of 2018. Now I'm going to show something that's kind of outside the box. What was my favorite find of 2018? Oh boy, I had to think about that because I've got a lot of records this past year. The thing that kind of kept coming to mind was my something I got not too long ago, in fact, and it's my Los Angeles pressing of Love Forever Changes, Monarch pressing. I would have to say I'm probably the most passionate about this one, mainly because it's a Monarch Los Angeles pressing and the band was from Los Angeles, so this was a meaningful find for me. And interesting that you know, a lot of times in just around 1967, before Elektra Records was had totally phased out the mono pressings, they would take a stereo sticker and they place it on a mono cover. Well, this has a stereo sticker, but this is not a mono cover. It's a stereo cover. So that's kind of unique, I think, to find a stereo cover with a stereo sticker. So that's gonna do it, and hope everybody enjoys seeing what I found. I might start doing this as a regular yearly thing. Stuff that fell through the cracks videos. I think that would be kind of a cool thing, because I do get a lot of great scores. So that's going to do it, and looking forward to seeing you guys in 2019. Everybody take care and have a good one, and that's it for now. Bye.